Welcome to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we kick off Week 13 in the Arena Lacrosse League with a St. Patrick's Day affair Friday night between the Ohsweken Bears and the Six Nations Snipers. Hello everyone, Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Let's get right to the starting goalies. First for the Bears, it'll be Goa Abrams that gets the call, a 1-2 record. His goals against is 16. And on the home side for the Snipers, it'll be Axon Jackson Longboat. Comes in with a 2-2 record. His goals against 13.99, save percentage of .742. Head coaches for the Bears, a familiar face in Ron Mouser Henry. He's in his 6th season. He's assisted by Clancy Elms. And on the other side, Darcy Palace is the skipper for the Snipers in his 4th season. His assistants are Vince Longboat and Nick Skye. Officials for today's game, another top-notch crew, of course. Joel Furman is the crew chief. His partners, Mark Sandman Sands and Jacob Singleton. As we get set to go right here, these two teams come in, of course. Ohsweken 2-9, they currently sit 7th. The Snipers 5-6, they currently sit in the 5th position in the standings. So as we get underway here, a bit undermanned are the Ohsweken Bears, so right away to work go the Snipers, and Justin Porger with the shot, looking for the wickets, transition, and it's Isaac Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm, one man to beat, pulls it back out. Good transition defense from the Snipers, and Hannah Brandt now working half boards, right side, looking for some room, plenty of time on the shot clock. Danton Miller, he's going to flip. They'll swing it around. James Whiteford looking down low, and a beauty finish from Hannah Brandt as he slides that one by Jackson Longboat for a 1-0 lead. Great job here by Hannah Brandt, and the secret was the way his movement without the ball. As you saw him just creep towards that crease area, and Longboat was set up for something hard short side. Instead, he got something soft, tricky in the far corner. Had a chance to speak with both these coaches prior to game time. Ron Mouser Henry, he'd like to see his team be a little more patient on offense. Go deep into the shot clock, get a good shot. Also wants them to rely on their fundamentals. Keep it simple. Don't make it too complicated. And stay within yourselves. That, of course, meaning discipline. There's been some times where the Bears have kind of shot themselves in their own foot with penalties in the late going, and unfortunately that had some effect on the outcome of the game. Vern Hill, 66 for the Snipers, looking down low, gets it there. Nothing doing as Abrams had that angle shut off, and Vanderzalm now will counter the other way. Working in the middle. Martin ducks back in, trying to switch hands, but a good save by Longboat. And back the other way come the Snipers over the timeline. Good job getting it over by McGregor Allen. Mason Hill will settle things down. And they're looking for a cutter, can't connect. On the other side, when you talk to Darcy Palace and Vince Longboat, they would just want their team to play 4 complete quarters. DeWitt Martin looking for an opening. That's been one of their weaknesses. They've had a couple of good teams on the ropes, but haven't been able to put together 4 quarters. That one from Martin goes into the gondola, and possession will go up the other way. He'd like to see some patience on offense as well. Shot selection the key here for the Snipers, meaning not just letting it go wherever you can. Travis Stats working on that left side, looking for an opening. He'll swing it around. They'll go back to the right side. Big shot steered aside from Nolan Fair, and in transition now here come the Bears. Brandt, he'll wait for some help. Finds Kyle Pedwell, picks the corner. So Kyle Pedwell picking up his first of the game, his 15th of the season. And that extends the Bears' lead to 2. Didn't get a chance to finish with Darcy Palace, and he'd like to see them limit the opportunities that the Bears have. He knows that they are quite capable of putting that ball in the net. They have been in every game they've played. So the Snipers off to a bit of a slow start. Going to have to pick it up here. will, of course, go through the entire schedule as this is a makeup game from the snowstorm, and it will open up week 13. Bears with possession. Jake Bomber kick it back out. James Whiteford now. He'll swing it around. Martin will kick to DeWitt Martin. Looking for that give and go in too tight. Pedwell, though, does a good job to track it down. Sorry, that's Vanderzalm. And no reset. 5 in the shot clock. Going to need something quick. Whiteford in some trouble on the double. And that's a shot clock violation. Good defense by the Orange. And they will move it up now, still searching for their first goal of this game. Mason Hill looking for a screen, working on that left side with Porga. Kick it back out. Porga gets it again, dumps it down low. Keto Hill. And I'm looking on there, wearing 17, but I'm not quite sure that's Keto Hill, so we'll have to follow up on that. And now on the run in transition, trying to track it down is Brandt. Brandt not able to pocket that bouncing ball. And Jackson Longboat going to send it right down to Porga, 2-on-2. They'll work it, wait for the trailer. Coming in and a shot, good save by Abrams. As Jordan Mike had a good chance. I think that was a good decision to take that shot. Just wasn't able to beat Goa Abrams. Bears now under 11 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Thanks for tuning in. Martin, DeWitt, goes to the underhand, right on, Longboat, right where he should be, positioned perfectly, looking for the outlet, and a connection. And a quick shot, good save by Abrams. As Dante Romano on the fly there had a good opportunity. Pedwell try to swim his way out of trouble. Takes a high stick. There'll be a delayed penalty called. Manages to get it back. And they'll send it over to Vanderzalm. Martin flip. Whiteford, 10 on the shot clock. Whiteford on the isolation. Net empty extra attacker. Whiteford slides it over. Martin gets bailed out. Vanderzalm kick it back. Whiteford. And that's going to be a shot clock violation. But in the meantime, between time, first penalty of the game will go to the Six Nations Snipers. First opportunity on the power play for the Bears. Come in working at a 56% efficiency rate. The Snipers penalty kill at 49%. So Whiteford will be the quarterback. He has Miller and Bombury on the left side. Pedwell and Martin looks like on that right side. That underhand wide of the mark, and Vern Hill on the move. And Pedwell is going to lose the race. Hill's going to pick it up, work one-on-one, bounce past the trailer. Mike McLaughlin, beauty save by Abrams. As the crafty 66 Vern Hill found the trailer. Good opportunity, but nothing doing. Abrams with the denial. Pedwell. 9.5 minutes to go. Miller. Kick, skip, Pedwell shot. Jackson Longboat with the save. He'll look for the outlet now as they're going to have to hurry. Only have a couple seconds, and they just tiptoe over that timeline in time. Chandler Allen. They'll look to burn some clock. Just over a minute left in the man short. Porga under 10 on the shot clock. Skip. Chayton King from way out on target. Ball loose, picked up by Vanderzalm, moved up to Brandt. Brandt has Henry with him. They don't have the numbers, so he'll pull it out on the half boards. Good defense by the Snipers with 40 seconds to kill here. Henry out there now, left side with Whiteford. Martin's going to send it around. Brandt trying to gap that, picked off by who else? 66. Swiper, no swiping. In a foot race now. Whiteford going to track him down. Switch hands, Vern Hill. Good save, Abrams. So a good opportunity. Again, Snipers in transition, and back now is Vanderzalm. 15 left in the power play. Brandt steps into one. That one's wide of the mark. Ball loose. Henry tracks it down. Fresh 30. He'll work it into Danton Miller. And Danton Miller sneaks one through the short side to pick up his first of the game. So Danton Miller, with 2 seconds left in the man advantage, pockets the first power play goal of the game. first for the Bears. And he, of course, one of the mainstays on this team. That's his 13th goal of the season. And he's instrumental in any kind of success that the Ohsweken Bears can put together. So off to a very good start. 3-0 lead for the Bears, and back come the Snipers, who have had their opportunities early on. Penalty done. Team's now back to full strength. Kicking it back out. Chayton King's going to let it go. So the King is here. He missed last game, and he has made his presence felt right off the bat. That's his first of this game, 27th goal of the season. He is their leading point getter. And on the board now, and it's a 3-1 score. You can just see that's what Chayton King does, is he can let it rip from anywhere. Accuracy, pinpoint. Off the draw, Mike McLaughlin going to send it over, and McGregor Allen's going to hold up. Wait a minute. And the Snipers are going to counter now. Joe Miracle, left side, kick it back out. King's going to step into another one. This time Abrams, ready for it. Made an easy pad save, going to look for the easy outlet. They got to hurry, though. Going to have to make a pass. And they do, as very close to that 8-second count. And down low, tucking it in, and it trickles in. So certainly not the prettiest goal you'll get, but Kyle Pedwell will take it, his second of the game. And I don't think Jackson Longboat knew exactly where that was, as it looked like it just got by him, and he helped it go into the net. Didn't know where it was. And when you're a goaltender in lacrosse, you're wearing an awful lot of equipment. So a lot of times you don't have that same feel that you would some of the players have when they have lesser equipment. So an over and back call, and that's going to take us right to our officials' timeout. We're going to stick around. We want to send a shout out all the way to Saskatchewan. So send in some love. Diesel and Jetta, thank you, of course, for supporting your brother and the Snipers. So hugs from Ohsweken, Ontario, and if we could get a shot of that. Can never get too much love, that's for sure. So thanks, province of Saskatchewan. We love it that you're tuned in, and your brother is out here making a difference. So Ohsweken Six Nations tonight. Tomorrow afternoon, Oshawa will take on the Peterborough Timbermen. That at Millbrook Arena. Big one tomorrow night at the Toronto Rock Athletics Center. It'll be the top two teams in the Arena Lacrosse League, the Brampton Express and Toronto Monarchs. They'll do battle, and then we're back here at the ILA for a doubleheader Sunday. Paris against Ohsweken. Whitby takes on these very Snipers. So media timeout aside, and Joe Miracle and these Snipers will look to answer, trailing by 3. 7 minutes to go, opening quarter. That ball just bounced out easily, as good pass looking for King, though. Tough backhand pass. And now it's going to be Alex Henry racing over the timeline, gets it to Vanderzom. Vanderzom has Whiteford, skip it over, bounce pass, and he'll peel out. Look for Vanderzom. Great job of passing by the Bears. So Vanderzom just does a good job filling the lane. Unselfishly gives it up. This bounce pass just a little slow, but give Whiteford some credit, as Vanderzom never gave up on the play and picked that far corner. So some of the things that Coach Henry wanted his team to do, they are doing it here. 6th goal of the season for Vanderzom. And off the draw, Snipers will control. They'll send it over, work it to Vern Hill on the left side. So quick start by the Bears. And the Snipers now looking to counter on offense. And that isn't going to be the best way to do it, as that's going to be an over and back call. Not quite sure. While the whistle went and Vern Hill touched the ball on the over and back, he's arguing that call, but unfortunately, if you touch it after the whistle, it's an automatic penalty. And this will give Ohsweken their second power play opportunity of the game. So DeWitt Martin out there working with Whiteford at the top, two-man, and good stick check there. Ball loose. Bombury racing for it, battling for it with McLaughlin in the corner. McLaughlin comes away, bounces off two checks. They let that ball roll through the crease, and McLaughlin comes away with it and dumps it down the floor. So good heads-up play by the vet as he works some clock. Minute and a half to go. Right back at it as DeWitt Martin. Danton Miller looking down low. Bombury, skip pass over. Pedwell had it knocked out of his stick. Good job by Allen, and he'll counter the other way for the Snipers. Miracle. They're going to need something from him today. Trying to get a step, has Henry on him. Miracle looking for the spin, and that's going to be a holding call, so delayed penalty coming to the Bears. Miracle on target, and I think Henry knew it, got caught with his hand in the cookie jar, and that will nullify the power play. 53 seconds left. So in 53 seconds, the Snipers will get their first power play opportunity. But in the meantime, between time, we'll play 4-on-4 lacrosse. Just over 5 minutes to go here, opening quarter. Porg out there, Miracle working one-on-one. On the screen and roll, but it goes off the helmet. Porga's going to track it down and dump it out, looking for King, couldn't connect. Ball loose, Vanderzalm overstepped it, and Chayton King kick it back out. 10 on the shot clock. Looking for the spin around, and nothing doing there as Abrams didn't bite and lofted up for Brandt. Instead, Fox McKenzie comes out and put an end to that threat. Back the other way. Ben Wittich looking for the give and go. And stepping into one and letting it go. And that was just some good lacrosse there, as we're going to get some clarification who's wearing 17 for the Snipers. That's usually Kudo Hill, but I'm pretty sure that's not him. We will have to track that down. But a good goal for the Bears. And I apologize because it 5-2 the score on the sheet, and another delayed penalty coming. It's coming to the Snipers. Looks like Hawkeye Hamilton is the guilty party. So gifts all round with 1:05 to go in the power play. Snipers have decided that they'll give that one back to the Bears. So in 55 seconds, Bears will go back on the man advantage. Still 4-on-4. Whiteford looking for an opening. Had a chance to step into one, decided to get it off to Pedwell. Pedwell looking for a step, kick out. DeWitt Martin, swing around, fake it to Miller, and it gets intercepted. Fox McKenzie goes down in a heap. Miller tries to slide it again, and there's going to be a back-in call. Possession to the Bears, fresh clock. And Fox McKenzie just had to do a quick line change. Luckily, Jackson Longboat with the save. 2-on-1 now. Vern Hill gets it back. Vern Hill off the crossbar. Chayton King almost tracked that rebound down. Nothing doing. And that's off the post, so it'll stay right at this end. Possession to the Snipers. And instead they give it away. Wayne Hill, he's going to barrel his way through. Kick it over, Bombury. on the swing. 5 seconds left. And then the Bears will go on the power play. Just over 3 minutes remaining here, first quarter. Whiteford shot. Got enough of it. Did Longboat. And sending it almost good effort. But coming up short are the Snipers. And it's Vanderzalm now. Settle things down, 35 seconds to go to man advantage. DeWitt Martin will swing it around. Whiteford and Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm sidearm. Save. Almost got his own rebound. Had it momentarily. Longboat pull it up. Fresh clock here for the Bears. DeWitt Martin. On the transition as Spencer Martin shot. It's Vern Hill. Vern Hill breakaway. Vern Hill off the post. So Vern Hill has rung one off the crossbar and another one off the post. Now all he has to do is find right in the middle of that. And we're headed into the 2-minute warning. Miller at the top here. Swings it around. Vanderzalm looking for a screen. Nothing doing on the dump out. Gets it to DeWitt Martin. Nothing doing there. Wide in the mark. Dan Miller had it momentarily. Now it's Ben Wittich. Wittich will move it up. Jordan Mike jumping into the rush. Hits the trailer. And that one's knocked down. Good job by Hannah Brandt. And the Bears now will work it back into the offensive end. 1.5 minutes to go. Opening quarter. Miller. Good pass. Pedwell steered aside by Longboat. McLaughlin tracks it down. Penalty's over. Team's at full strength. Up the middle. McGregor Allen. Waits for some help. Cutting in Chayton King. Good save. Go Abrams. Rebound picked up Hill. And he'll flip it up Brandt. And Vern Hill almost picked his pocket. Brandt did a good job to hold on to his wallet. Brandt one-on-one. Goes to the underhand, sort of. He'd like that back, I'm sure. Snipers counter the other way. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Miracle. Swinging around. Right side and didn't see big Wayne Hill coming out that back door. And I tell you, can't miss that truck. Pedwell has help. Whiteford. And the finish. James Whiteford back of the net. Outstanding transition goal as James Whiteford missed the last game back. As you can see, Kyle Pedwell doing a good job of getting that ball over to Whiteford in plenty of time, and he beats Longboat in the short side. 6-2 game. With 25 seconds to go off the draw. Vanderzalm. So the question with a shortened bench for the Bears is going to be how their legs will be in the fourth quarter. Certainly have looked good in this opening 15. Net empty. Going forward here. 10 seconds on the game clock. Martin and Miller. Danton Miller. Skip in the middle. Nothing doing. Was looking for Brandt. Net empty. And running out of time. So the Bears with an outstanding quarter lead this one. We'll take a break. Back with the second after this. Welcome back to the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena as we get set for second quarter. Just some clarification, wearing 17 for the Six Nations Snipers is Keto Hill. Hence his fourth goal of the season that he picked up. Now mind you, this is only his third game in the Arena Lacrosse League this season. So hasn't been here full time, but anytime we can get him for a minute, it's a good thing for the Snipers. So some work to do for Six Nations as they trail off the draw. Good flip, Henry. And Bombury will settle things down in the offensive end for the Bears. Picked off by who else? Swiper, 66. And Vern Hill needs some help. He'll turn it on, switch hands. Vern Hill, good save, Abrams again. As Abrams, stoic in between those pipes, doesn't bite for a whole lot of fakes. Now, mind you, Vern Hill's never been accused of faking too much. And it's Whiteford. Whiteford getting worked over. Good job there by Chandler Allen. 10 on the shot clock. Danton Miller pushed back out. Kicks it over. Vanderzalm trying to swim his way in. Splits through one. Gets a good shot off, but a good save there by Longboat. And possession now moved up by the Snipers. Romano. Snipers looking for a little spark. Brett Longboat out there. He's with Porga. Porga ducks in. Kick out. Mason Hill, his shot wide of the mark. Rebound and good job by Keto Hill. Spins off one. Pass over. Kick in the middle. Mason Hill. That was a beauty pass play right there. Snipers back in it, trailing by 3. Outstanding team offense there. That's the way you share the ball. As Keto does a great job to track that down. Good pass there on the spin, and Justin Porga just finding Mason Hill wide open. Hill picks up his 12th goal of the season, his first here in this game, but more importantly cuts the deficit in half, now 6-3. So you know that the Ohsweken Bears have been in every game they've played. Whether they've been short or not, their issue has been discipline late or fatigue. Snipers, and it looks like we're going to have too many on the floor. That is the call from crew chief Joel Furman. And that is going to go against the Snipers and give the Ohsweken Bears their 4th power play opportunity of the game, 1 for 3. This was one of the things that head coach Darcy Pallas talked about. This league just too good to give special teams opportunities. So Pedwell out there with Whiteford. That one off the post, Danton Miller. And that's going to go down. But it'll be a fresh clock for the Bears as Wayne Hill sitting on that left crease, left side with Miller. Whiteford has been the quarterback, swinging around. Step into DeWitt Martin. That ball loose. Whiteford almost tracked it down and just getting it out in the zone. So now numbers for the Snipers. McGregor Allen, Vern Hill, 2-on-1. Dump over. Vern Hill under, off the post. Rebound, saved by Abrams. So Vern Hill, post crossbar. You got to figure one of them's got to go in sometime. He's hit every other part of the net. Vanderzalm set things up, gives way to Whiteford. Whiteford now will wait for Danton Miller to get where he should be. DeWitt Martin, give and go. Miller going to go to the sidearm. BB stopped by Longboat. Fresh clock. Under 45 now to go in the penalty. Miller again goes to the overhand. That one's off the post. So ringing some iron are these Bears, but not bulging to twine until now. So finally settled in as they peppered Longboat with a few shots. And I tell you, Kyle Pedwell has got the Midas touch going right now as he completes the hat trick. That's his 3rd of the game. He's now got 17 on the season. So 2nd power play goal of this game for the Bears. And off the draw, Hawkeye Hamilton won the draw, but not possession, as Henry will send it over far boards. They'll kick it out with Bombury, swing it around. Henry left side with some room. We're under 12 minutes to go, second quarter. Henry turns the corner, on the run, that's wide of the mark. That one, good job by Bombury, read it like a book. Great stick check flip over on the one-handed pass. Hannah Brandt doing some crafty work on the run, right on target, ran out of time though. And Longboat now with an outlet pass, not able to connect with Keto Hill. He does a good job to run it down though and retain possession. Hill, Porga now. Brett Longboat, skip pass, Chayton King right on, but Abrams positioned perfectly again. And Hill look to send this one away. Gonna have to hurry now. Gets it to Danton Miller. Miller will send it over, Wayne Hill. On the cut, Vanderzalm, and he actually had beaten Longboat, went through the wickets, but too much bounce to the ounce, and it went up. In the meantime, back the other way, good save by Abrams. And we go end to end. Henry will slow it down. And find Whit Martin. Delayed penalty coming to the Snipers again. This is probably going to be a slashing call. Good job to get out of that. Whiteford with the good hands, 10 on the shot clock. Net empty now. Extra attacker. Only have 5. Whiteford gets a screen. Dump off. Wayne Hill shot. He was sniffing the wickets, but they were all closed up. So back to work with a man advantage. Go the Bears. 5th penalty of this first half for the Snipers. So no real wonder why they're trailing 7-3. They need to spend more time playing 5-on-5. As Whiteford now goes back to work. Miller and Hill on the left side. The right side, you have Pedwell and DeWitt Martin. Whiteford sizing it up. And overhand, good save there by Longboat. And in transition on the run is Wittich, Ben Wittich. Wittich fakes, tried to go to the short side. Rebound, Jordan Mike follows up, he's wide of the mark. So some good hustle by the Snipers, just not able to capitalize on their opportunities. Whiteford now, minute and a half to go in the power play. We're under 10 minutes to go here in this first half. Thanks for tuning in as we open up week 13 in the Arena Lacrosse League with this matchup here at the ILA. And Danton Miller. Oh, he doesn't need a whole lot of room for it to be Miller time as he parks his second of the game. 3rd power play opportunity, and you just take a look here from our vantage point. You can just see he sees that far corner and puts that just by the hip of Jackson Longboat and in the back of the net. So the Bears with an 8-3 lead here with 9:43 to go. Off the draw, so Hawkeye Hamilton finally gets a draw and possession. And the Snipers now looking for a little spark. Porga. He's going to bring it back around, change direction, kick it over. Keto Hill. Hill. Oh, he's crafty. He's shifty. Looking for an opening. Gets a screen. Goes over the top. Go Abrams. Easy pad save. Rebound Hill. Does a great job to track that down. Porgo swing it around. Miracle. Couldn't handle the pass. DeWitt Martin stopped in his tracks. He'll keep going. Keto Hill knocked that down. Vanderzalm overran it. And now Miracle's going to get called for the over and back, or is that going to take us to... So it looks like we're going to have a penalty. It's going to be Justin Porga with an illegal cross-check. So the Snipers continue with their generous ways and giving the Ohsweken Bears opportunities here. 6th penalty of this first half for the Snipers. And the Bears back to work. They've got 3 power play goals already. Same unit out there. Whiteford at the top, peels around. That one wide of the mark. Rebound Miller. Kick back out. Whiteford will swing it around. Martin. Miller. Shot on. Good save, Longboat now. Mike McLaughlin's going to have to turn on the Jets. They got numbers. 3-on-2. Out of the back door. Stats tries to beat Abrams, but nothing doing. Abrams going to counter the other way, the quick outlet, and it's Whiteford. Under a minute 20 to go here in the penalty. $15 on the shot clock. Everyone's going to get a touch here. And Whiteford now. It's going to gap that. Goes to the sidearm. Easy save. Fresh 30 again. Good job to track down the offensive rebound. Miller a little too casual. Good hustle out there. Picks it up. Good pad save. And 66 has it. Vern Hill's going to get it over the timeline and call for some numbers. Orange have numbers. Longbow. Brett Longbow. Good save, Abrams. Abrams has been on his game early on here, and the Bears looking to counter, and there's a whole lot going on with the too many men call, and we'll see if it's this time it's going to be the Bears, who certainly don't have too many men, but they had too many on the carpet. So final 40 seconds, it'll be 4-on-4 before the Snipers get their second power play opportunity. Mind you, the first one was under a minute long. Chayton King tried to use it as a screen. Abrams up to the task, and now it's Van der Zalm. Van der Zalm. And he'll think better of it. He was working with Sturgis Sundown. Sundown peeled off to the bench, and now it's Bombury. Under 7.5. Longboat will pick that up. And Bombury with a little pressure. And that pass knocked down by Brandt. And the turnover, almost too many the other way. Bears give it right back. Snipers with numbers, 3-on-1. And that shot, easy save as Romano. And he picked up the rebound. Now he'll try to take advantage of it. Gets it over to Porga. Porga had a man wide open on the crease, didn't see him in time. Power play now for the Snipers, just over a minute left. Porg out there with Miracle. Mason Hill at the top. Keto Hill on that right side. Skip pass. Keto goes to the overhand. So finally a power play marker for the Snipers. And it comes courtesy Keto Hill, who picks up his second of the game. And this is just good fundamental lacrosse, gapping that box. Good skip pass from Miracle. And Keto just above that dotted half circle finds the mark on Goa Abrams. 6:41 to go. Teams at full strength, and that is going to take us to our official media's timeout. We will be back after this short break. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Welcome back as we continue with second quarter action from the Iroquois Lacrosse Arena on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation. Lance Wynn alongside JVI Productions as we resume action. 6:39 to go here in this first half. The Bears have taken advantage of their opportunities that have been numerous. Longboat with an underhand, picks up his own rebound, and they'll work with a new 30. Keto Hill. Hill, flip pass, beauty, off the post and off the stick of Abrams. And back the other way, Brandt has it taken away. Miracle. That was a beauty stick check. Keto bounces off a check. Tries to get the other side. Backhand. What a save by Abrams. Rolled out on the outlet. And it's Blake Halliday. He'll stop and give way to Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm now will slide it over to Miller. Miller now will look to work that left side. Has McGregor Allen on him. He'll curl out. Get it back to Whiteford. Whiteford has some room. Whiteford lets it go. Good save, Longboat. Brings it back in, and he has an outlet, but going to be tough to get it to McLaughlin. They're going to have to hurry, and that pass goes errant. Will go the distance and right into the stick of Abrams. DeWitt Martin now. Whiteford. Danton Miller looking for the cutter. Gets it to Wayne Hill. Wayne Hill wide open. Whiteford to finish. So well executed on that left side by the Bears. Whiteford is the recipient. He picks up his second of the game. That's his 21st goal of the season. And you can just see here, Wayne Hill, good job recognizing and seeing his teammate wide open right on that crease, taking the higher percentage opportunity. And looks like we're going to have a goaltending change as Jackson Longboat is going to exit stage left. And it looks like it's going to be Simon Bellamy that will come in and take over between the pipes. So there'll be no rest for him, no warm-up, just over 5 minutes to go. Ball loose, now picked up by Henry. Henry's going to try to test a new netminder early on. He does, and he finds a 5-hole. So welcome to the game, Mr. Bellamy, and hello to the wickets, Mr. Henry. Alex Henry, transition extraordinaire as he does a little of everything for this team. His first of the game, just his fourth goal of the season, but I tell you, a lot of the things Alex Henry does don't show up on the stat sheet. And a 10-4 lead right now for the Bears. Keto. Vern Hill. Had a notion. They'll swing it back around to the left side. Kick. Keto has room. Goes over his own man. Good shot, but Abrams read it perfectly, and now it's Vanderzalm. Vanderzalm doesn't have any help with him. Has Vern Hill hounding him. And he'll get it back out. They'll swing it out to Brandt. 4.5 to go first half. Hannah Brandt. They'll work that half boards. Spence Martin swing around. Danton Miller. Miller. Wayne Hill, a big heavy shot right on target. So Bellamy makes one. Good outlet to Keto. Flip. And 1-2. And good save by Abrams as Porgon, the doorstep, wasn't able to tuck that to the far side. Martin now has a defender on him. He'll look for some relief with the flip. Martin to Miller. Whiteford. Ducked by one. Whiteford on the beauty pass and crease the call. So an outstanding pass, but Bombury ran out of real estate, and now back the other way come the Snipers. Quick shot, Abrams. Good job cutting down the angle on Nolan Fair, and Nolan Fair has had himself an outstanding first season in the Arena Lacrosse League, and you can bet they're going to need a little something from him as it looks like there'll be a timeout called with 3:28 to go here in this second quarter. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more second quarter action. welcome back, as we just want to take this time to thank some of our sponsors, certainly from Six Nations: Belco Construction, Ohsweken Pharmacy, Cultured Dispensary, Classics to Customs Auto Body, Bear Rod and Customs, Golf Depot, and of course, Hills Custom Coffins. Come visit, but don't hang out too long. So the Bears will have possession here, holding a 6-goal lead, as they have been outstanding here in this first half, doing a lot of the things that Coach Ron Henry would like. And now Whiteford and Danton Miller. And again, Miller can't hang on to it on the run. It's McGregor Allen. He's going to go in by himself. And a save by Abrams. Rebound loose. Snipers looking to jump on it, and they do. Good job there by Tate and Sky. Sky in some trouble. Gets out of it. Splits 2 defenders now, and he's just going to look for some breathing room with 20 on the shot clock. Brett Longboat. That's his area. That's his spot. And that 2-bouncer right at Abrams. Abrams almost had it trickle through. Got it in time. Danton Miller now will move it up the other way. Good crowd on hand here on this Friday night. Happy St. Paddy's Day to you if you celebrate. The luck of the Irish. Quick shot, Pedwell, as he's been quiet, but his team hasn't since the first quarter. And another reset on the clock for the Bears. In no hurry here, under 2.5. Danton Miller. Vern Hill on him, tries to pick a spot. Danton Miller! Danton Miller! Quick release, far corner, back of the net. Danton Miller has kept his game very compact and tight here today. Not doing too much, no big wind-up there. That's his 3rd goal of the game. But you can just see here how quickly that gets out of his stick, and Simon Bellamy unaware, as that one was by him in a heartbeat. 11-4. Snipers off the draw. Keto Hill puts on the brakes, and he'll create some space. So Snipers looking for a little spark here. Porga, he's been quiet. Has Bombery on him. Chayton King, and the King needs to awake to help out the Orange. Quick shot, another save Abrams. Goa Abrams has been on his game this half. He's been a wall. Good lob pass up to Brandt. Brandt, backdoor. Wayne Hill. Hill wide of the mark. Almost collected his own. Sniper's going to try to capitalize the other way. That'll be a violation, and possession to Romano. 1.5 to go here in this first half. Miracle looking for an opening. Gets a screen, looking for the roll. That pass knocked down by Vanderzalm. Miracle battling. Knocks it away, but Henry picks it up. They'll move it up. Numbers for the Bears. Henry tried to inside out, but Bellamy closed up that short side. And now McLaughlin battling for it. Good work there. McLaughlin comes out of it with some help from Tate and Sky. And McLaughlin looking for an opening. Hits the trailer. Porga swinging around. We're under a minute to go here. Keto Hill bounces off the check. Looking for an opening. Ducks in. Gets one. Kicks it out. Porga lets it go. Abrams the save. Loose. DeWitt Martin battling for it. Porga in there too. And it's the Bears that come away with it now, and it's Pedwell. 30 seconds to go in the game clock. Numbers for the Bears, 3-on-2. Pedwell's shot wide of the mark. And back the other way. Wittich is going to flip to Keto Hill. Keto. And he slides it right through the other side. I don't know if you caught a look at that, but that was a look far corner. And a no-look right underneath the arm of Goa Abrams. Take a look here. I tell you, that Keto Hill. Crafty. Great job here, as you can see. Hill fakes there, and he sees Abrams just commit with that right arm, and that's where he puts it. So a big goal for the Snipers late. They've got 5, and Quito Hill has 3 of them. And 10 on the game clock will give possession to the Snipers on the over and back. So with 9.8, Orange have a chance. They're going to call a timeout with possession here and a chance to maybe close the gap. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back here at the ILA. Welcome back, and Tyler Fox McKenzie picked up a helper on that Quito Hill goal. So hats off to you, Saskatchewan and Diesel and Jetta. As Mr. Fox McKenzie getting something done. Last 8 seconds here. Snipers looking for something, move closer. Longboat, Mason Hill, swing around. Chayton King, his shot on target. Had to rebound, but that will do it for the time. And that will do it for the opening half. 30 in the books. It is 11-5 for the Bears. We'll be back with third quarter action after a short break. You see there, just good transition lacrosse as Tatum Sky with the first shot. Bailey Brown first save. You can only ask your goalie to make the first one. D's got to tighten up and close it up for the rebound. The Snipers jump out to a quick 2-0 lead. Had a chance to speak with both coaches prior to tonight's game, and the Monarchs, of course, Bobby DeBrone stressed a better start. And you can see Dance watch 2 filter through, and he finds the last trailer, and Ethier sizes that up, waits for Longboat to commit, and goes to the bounce far corner. So you see Longboat there working in tight quarters. That's his 14th of the season. And I'll tell you, we're used to seeing him deadly accurate on the outside. As you can see here, the defense just not as tight as he would like. And that's what he alluded to off the top. He knew that his offense always seems to be on cue. Just a good outlet pass here from Jackson Longboat, but the basket catch from Miracle was key as the easy flip fair. And he just went to the far corner. No chance for Bailey Brown on that one. And I tell you, when you talk release point, Chayton King definitely up there with some of the best, as that ball is in his stick and out in a heartbeat, and boy, accuracy pinpoint. As he buries his second of the game. So Patrick Corbett steps up and puts a halt to that run, a big goal. You can see there, Corbett, tight quarters. First of the game, 16th goal of the season. So give some credit. Talk about sharing the rubber, and you look at Williams, he was watching Taylor the whole way. He just cruised up the middle. And it doesn't matter who you are, Bailey Brown, Jackson Longboat, when guys are getting shots from that close. Porga ducks in. Tried to slide that one. Bailey Brown had the angle covered. Rebound. Almost picked up, battling for it. No stick. Monarchs working hard, and they come away with it. Racing down is D'Amico. Finds a trailer, and another good save by Longboat. Snipers counter the other way. Porga's shot finds the back of the net. on the half boards right side. Taylor, one-handed grab, goes to the bounce. Well done by Joel Taylor, as with one hand he was able to fend off a defender and park it in the back of the net. Good job there from a tough angle. That's his second of the game. Behind the net, Porga tucked it in. Long arm of the law right there, Justin Porga. Not a whole lot. Bailey Brown couldn't react as Porga made a quick decision as soon as he saw Brown looking the other way. Tucked it in there, and a big goal gives the Snipers an 11-5 lead. So Parker Pfeiffer, as you can see, a lot of Ole defense coming from the Snipers as he weaves through a couple for his 28th goal of the season. And very slow to get up, to say the least. Just careless in the offensive end where the Snipers. Corbett sees the advantage and attacks Allen right away. Goes to that far corner, and that late hit from Stats and from Allen. So it looks like it's going to be Allen, the guilty party. And yes, Brad Reed pleased to get him. As you can see, Renault down on that crease. Takes the pass, and boy, did he ever get this bounce shot. Tucked it perfectly in that top corner. They'll work it around the right side is Josh Rex. And Marley Angus back in the lineup. And boy, Jamie Dubrick's got to be pleased with that. Angus spent some time up in the National Lacrosse League. Good save there again. Fresh clock picked up by the big man. Campbell working his way in. Another good save. Rebound. Gobbled up by Dawson. Swing over to Rex. Angus goes to it. What a save. And a rebound. Another great save. Standing tall is Caleb Martin. Gives some credit where credit's due. Liam Osborne. Goodchild finds Osborne. Shot clock winding down. And what a great move to get by a good defender in Q. And diving, he pucks that in the far corner for a short-handed marker. And Leclerc pockets his first of the game. And the lead back to 2-3-1. Just a good job there. Eddie Renault being extra aggressive here. I think maybe with a little something to prove, as you saw there that Jordan Gillis may have taken his eye off his man. And Downey out on the right. That shot knocked down by Pfeiffer. Quick feed and another good save by Cosgrove. Off the draw, Newbro in full flight. Down to Angus. Angus buries it. Transition lacrosse at its best. And I'll tell you, we're tied at 3. If you had to draw up a face-off and you needed a goal, this is exactly the way it would go. As you see Newbro just pick that up, head man. Ball always moves faster than the feet. And in a blink of an eye, Highland zips it down. Now what a beauty goal. Trent Boyd with the backhand finish. So one end we've seen some outstanding work, and at the other end equally as outstanding as Trent Boyd on the board for the first time for his squad. He's the team leader in points. That's his 29th goal of the season. Bulging the twine one more time is Mr. Angus. You can see there just a great pass from Van Scheppen. Angus, great job with the footwork to avoid the crease. And it's a tough angle to cover with all multiple camera angles, but that was a wide open Simonelli, something that you don't see very often in transition. And if you take a look at the top of the screen, you can see he's already on the floor before that last man hits that bench. So I think just a wee bit early on that play. Back here ready to rock and roll for third quarter action. The Ohsweken Bears have put together an outstanding first 30 minutes. Lead the Six Nations Snipers by 6 here, 11-5. So some work to do for Darcy Palace, Vince Longboat and company. Important that they get off, of course, to a good start here in this third quarter. Just a check from the crew chief, Joel Furman. And we are set to go. Off the draw, Hawkeye wins it. And a good job to get it to Allen. Allen now will pump it up top. Chandler Allen. And they'll work it, give way to Porga. They'll swing it around to the right side, get it back to the top. Chayton King kicks it. Porga. Another good skip pass and a good shot, but right on target as Tyler Van Every trying to get in the action. Go Abrams picking up where he left off in the first half. And now it's DeWitt Martin. He'll send it over. Danton Miller. Miller kick it to the half boards. Whiteford. James Whiteford's been outstanding in the first two quarters. He has orchestrated the offense for these Bears and done it with precision. Martin and Vern Hill takes a jolt. Has a man with him. Two of them to the shot and probably should have given it back. Tayton Sky. Abrams made that look easy as Vern Hill's been all over the transition. Good job, Whiteford. Tiptoes over the timeline. Takes a hard check. And a good job there. Surprise attack. Tayton Sky. Sky going to try to tuck it in. Tried to go 5-hole, but Abrams closed that off. And now Hannah Brandt is going to try to get it over the timeline. Going to see a double team. Rolls off one, has to shovel it, and a good job to intercept it is Allen. He's going to turn it the other way. Quickly, Keto Hill, quick shot, stopped by Abrams. So Keto tried to surprise Abrams with a quick release, and now it's Vanderzalm. Looking for the give and go, spins off a check. Bombury, backhand pass, Whiteford. In close, good save as Jackson Longboat back in between the pipes for the Snipers. Hill. He'll swing it around. Chayton King gets a step, tries to go to the dive, and that's going to be a crease call. And possession going to go up the other way with the Bears. Vanderzalm airs it out, looking for Pedwell. It's going to take a interesting carom, and Pedwell does a good job to track it down. And he'll reset the offense. Vanderzalm trying to split two. Vanderzalm fakes one. Vanderzalm! Sweet goal, Isaac Vanderzalm. So Isaac Vanderzalm just taking advantage on some poor cross-checking by the Snipers. As Vanderzalm bounces off, and a good stick fake there as he caught Longboat shifting to his left, put it to the right side, and it's a 12-5 game. Off the draw, Hawkeye Hamilton again controlling that circle. Possession, Keto Hill. He's going to try to make something happen. Curls out, looking for some assistance. He'll keep it. Had Vern Hill, didn't get it to him. Goes to the shot, that's off the post. Rebound, gobbled up off the board by Wayne Hill. And now in transition, here come the Bears. Sundown, and that's going to be an interference call. And it looks like it's going to go to Spencer Martin. He's certainly not putting up much of a protest as he heads to the penalty box. So for the third time in the game, the Snipers will get a power play opportunity. 1 for 2 with the man advantage. And with 12:04 to go here in this third quarter, they could certainly use a little something here. Mason Hill to top, Miracle and Brett Longboat on that left side. Keto Hill, Chayton King on the right. They're going to work that interchange. And Longboat looking on the crease. Probably should have taken that shot. Intercepted by big Wayne Hill. That's a whole lot of beef out there going those two big fellas. And a good solid cross check from Keto Hill. And that's the way you play the game. Fundamentals. And Mason Hill now in the offensive end. Coach used to say nothing quiets him down better than a good solid cross check. Hill behind the net, looking for something. No look. They'll swing it around. Keto. Backhand down low. Chayton King. Nothing doing there. Minute 15 to go in the power play. Tiptoeing in. Looking behind the net. Longboat looking back out. Chayton King off the post. So outstanding interior passing from the snipers. Haven't been able to bulge the twine. Miracle. Longboat. Kick out. Hill. Miracle has some room, and Miracle off the post. So the iron has been a very good friend to Abrams here in this game. 45 seconds left in the man advantage. Mason Hill working it. Miracle. Longboat sizing it. Cutter. Chayton King. And a good save again. Abrams. And Henry now with a quick outlet to Pedwell. Pedwell looking for Vanderzalm. He'll collect that carom. And he'll look to burn some clock with 25 seconds left in the man short. Under 10.5 to go here, third quarter. Bears have been in control from the start of this game. They jumped out to an early lead, and Vanderzalm powering his way in tight, and there'll be a penalty called as nothing Vern Hill could do with the bigger, stronger Vanderzalm, as he did a good job to exploit that mismatch. And what was 8 seconds left in that penalty, the power play, we'll see Vern Hill make the slow walk over to the sin bin, and in 8 seconds the Bears will go back to work on the power play. It'll be their 7th power play opportunity. Right now they're 3 for 6. So they have possession. Expect them to hold it until the penalty's over, and they will go to work on the power play. So penalty over now. Minute 50 to go in the power play to work. 15 on the shot clock. Whiteford at the top, working with Miller, Bombury on that left side. Brandt slides in on the right. Hannah Brandt, and that one smothered right on the toe guard by Jackson Longboat. And now they're going to need some work here to get it over the timeline. Good job there, Chandler Allen. Under a minute and a half to go, as the Orange will just look to burn some clock. 9.5 to go. Third quarter. Keto Hill. 5 on the shot clock. Keto bounces off a couple. Shuck and jive, looking for something, lets it go. That got knocked down, and I tell you, Big Wayne Hill really wasn't a fan of that shucking and jiving, and certainly sent the message across. Hannah Brandt here, half boards, right side. They'll wait for the rest of the offense to filter out there, as Whiteford will continue to quarterback. James Whiteford slides over, kick out. Brandt on the run, saved by Longboat. Ball loose in the dotted half circle. Snipers fighting for it. And overrunning it was Allen. So a fresh clock here for Brandt and the Bears. Under 30 seconds to go in the power play. Miller and Bombury on that left side. Whiteford has room. And that overhand, it was a good one. But Longboat stood his ground. Got enough to steer it into the netting. 14 seconds left in the man short. Fresh clock here for the Bears. Whiteford, kick over. Brandt, Whiteford, two-man, gap in the box. That pass gets knocked down. And Ben Wittich has his stick checked, and just in time. And Denton Miller, point blank, stopped though by Longboat. And two-handsy was Fox McKenzie. Possession, stay right here with the Bears. So Ohsweken clearly dodged a bullet there, as Vern Hill was just out of the penalty box. They didn't have clean possession. And now team's back to full strength. Brandt. Flip to Miller. Miller's swing around. Whiteford with Wittich on him. Has his stick knocked down. And that's going to be an illegal, an early hit. and possession to the Bears. So the Snipers not helping their own cause with just over 7.5 to go here, third quarter. Danton Miller working on the isolation, and that one goes off the iron. So the Iron getting a whole lot of work here in this game. That will take us to our officials' timeout. Short break. We'll be back here. You're watching the Arena Lacrosse League. Back here on the carpet at the ILA, opening up week 13 in the Arena Lacrosse League. Of course, tomorrow afternoon, 2 p.m. at Millbrook Arena, the Oshawa Outlaws will look to keep pace with the top dogs in the All when they take on the Peterborough Timbermen. Later that night, tomorrow night, big matchup. Top two teams in the standings in the Brampton Express taking on the Toronto Monarchs, who have won 7 in a row. So they are red hot. And then we're back here for a Sunday doubleheader. Paris River Wolves will take on these Ohsweken Bears, followed by the Whitby Steelhawks and these Six Nation Snipers. So a bit of a conversation there with Vince Longboat and crew chief Joel Furman. And hard to judge the expression from Vince Longboat. It's usually the same. Tough man to please regardless, so we don't know if he's happy or sad. But based on the score, I can't imagine he's happy. Martin, kick it back out. Brandt looking down low as Miller was covered, wrapped up. Wittich couldn't handle it. Whiteford does. That shot steered aside by Longboat. Ball loose again, and Whiteford comes away with it despite the hit. Kick over. Brandt's quick shot stopped by Longboat. And Jackson Longboat's going to smother that. And a good outlet pass will send away McGregor Allen. Under 7 minutes to go. Mason Hill, he's been quiet. They need him. They need Chayton King. Chayton King had that one knocked down. Good job by Keto Hill keeping it in the offensive end. No reset, though. Hill's going to need something. King will let it go from there on target. Save by Abrams. So Go Abrams has been as stingy can be. DeWitt Martin, two-man game. Good job defensively by the Snipers as they force Brandt to give it up. And now it's Whiteford. Has Vern Hill on him. Size advantage there. Whiteford, skip pass, quick stick finish. So caught watching the paint dry with the Snipers on defense, and Hannah Brandt with the hands. An outstanding finish from an outstanding pass. Just see Whiteford just threading the needle right here, and boy, oh boy, two defenders standing around, but no one expected that kind of quick stick finish. So Hannah Brandt with his second of the game. And these Ohsweken Bears, I said they might be an issue come third, fourth quarter, but right now there are no issues whatsoever. Miracle swinging around. Keto Hill goes over the top, stopped by Abrams. Rebound. Hill does a good job to track it down. Henry on him. King in there to help out. Keto, as Henry looked like he was wrapping up the jersey. Hill managed to clip that crease line, and a good job to let them play. Vanderzone with Whiteford, don't have numbers. Longboat on him. Stats the trailer. Sorry, Martin the trailer. Give and go with Vanderzalm. It's intercepted. Back the other way. Romano, 2-on-1. Romano's shot had too much bounce for the ounce and ended up off the netting. Looked like it may have caught a piece of the netminder, and it did. So possession will stay right here with the Snipers. Going to be a delayed penalty coming this time to the Bears. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Not able to corral that. Vernhill recovers. Gets it back out. Extra attacker on, and it's Stotts. And that sidearm probably should have been a little more selective, but Nolan Fair took the shot nonetheless. And for the fourth time in this game, the Snipers will have the man advantage. They're sitting 1 for 3. Their power play efficiency just 51%. The good thing for them is that the Bears' penalty kill is at a 37% efficiency rate. So the odds in favor of the Orange, but the scoreboard in favor of the Bears. Hill and King on that right side. Hill at the top. Longboat and Miracle on the left side. 15 on the shot clock. Miracle. Kick out, Longboat. They'll swing it around. Mason Hill from the top. So just the way they diagrammed it, second power play goal of the game for the Snipers, second of the game for Mason Hill. He's got 13 on the season. And you talk about timely, got to show some life with 4:41, and Hill just does a good job, steps into one. Abrams shifting to his right. That ended up in the left corner. Off the draw, Hawkeye Hamilton continue to dominate in that circle. And possession to the Snipers. Porga. Swinging around, Keto half boards. Keto's going to step into one and got something on it, but playing to Karam is Vanderzalm. He's going to go in alone. Isaac Vanderzalm. And he buries it. Isaac Vanderzalm, transition extraordinaire. Just a great job of reading that Karam off the boards. Vanderzalm, you can see, does a good job to get a stick on it, knock it down. And he's got great speed. Even Keto Hill not able to catch up to Vanderzalm as he sees that, sizes it up, and sees Longboat commit to the left side, and he parks it on the right. Violation will give possession to the Bears. And Martin. Of course, the last time these two teams met, it was the Snipers coming away with a 19-14 win. And that was a very evenly matched game. Pedwell bounces off two and connects. So Kyle Pedwell had two defenders close in on him. He took a step back and parked it. And I said Pedwell's been quiet since the first half. That's his fourth goal of this game. And he caught Longboat with the wickets open. So every time the Snipers have come with something, the Bears have managed a speedy response. Off the draw. Whiteford flipped to Brandt. Brandt. Good defense there as the Bears, he gets some help from Bombury. Bombury splits two. The flip over, looking for Brandt. Brandt, defender on him. Definite size advantage as he'll look with 10 on the shot clock now. And it's Martin trying to turn the corner. That bounce had too much on it. And that's going to go, and you could see tiptoeing on the line Vanderzalm. So that's a violation. And possession now the other way to the Snipers with under 3:20 to go here. So the Snipers could use a spark, any kind of spark, from anywhere. Miracle beats one, but runs into some good help defense. And he kicks it back out. Quito will swing it around. Now get it back. Miracle has room. Was looking for that far corner. Couldn't get it. Reset on the play. And a new 30 for the Orange. Mason Hill. Kick back out. They'll swing it around. Quito gets a screen from King. King, another one. Quick pass. Beauty finish. So hats off to Quito Hill for allowing that play to develop. Give Joe Miracle some credit as he set the screen and then did a good job to slide into that open space. And Hill was able to spot him and find him, but some good work there with Chayton King setting screens, and a much-needed goal for the Snipers. Now it's 15-7. Off the draw, possession to the Snipers. See if they can't get a little momentum here. They haven't managed two straight. Duck it in. Quito, good save, Abrams. Boy, that Quito, his first step is blazing fast. And now the Bears are going to race out in transition. Whiteford jumps out of that back door. Surveys, runs into Longboat. And Brett Longboat. Instead, he'll find Pedwell's shot right off the logo by Longboat. And Longboat will step out of his crease, and he's going to have to put some air under it and get some help from Stotts. Stotts has Vern Hill with him. Flip to 6-6. Vern Hill tried to tuck it. Saved by Abrams. Rebound picked up, though, by Stotts. And we're under 2 minutes to go now. Give it to Miracle. Snipers, we would love to get two in a row for the first time in this game. Stotts ducks by one. Loses it. Great stick check there by Brandt, as he may have saved a goal. Hannah Brandt will run under that bounce. Minute and a half to go. Third quarter. Miller, Danton. He'll curl around. Has a defender on his hip. Whiteford now. 10 on the shot clock. Whiteford, good defense by the Snipers. Brandt now closing in. Wittich does a good job to knock it down. Ben Wittich off to the races. Has some help. Good transition defense by the Bears. 3-on-2, though, for the Orange. And Wittich will pull it out. We're into the final minute. Mason Hill had some room. Vanderzam closed that off. Hill skip. And a quick shot there by Fair. Wasn't able to pick up the rebound. And Bombury does. He'll get it over, and it's Vanderzam. Vanderzam will stop, chop, and set up shop here with 40 seconds to go. Vanderzam, backhand pass, working with Pedwell. Pedwell spins off one, wide of the mark. Good late stick check, 30 seconds to go on the game clock. Mike McLaughlin. McLaughlin going to get the Jets going here. Mike McLaughlin gets a step, lets it go. Stopped by Abrams. 21 seconds left on the game clock, and it's DeWitt Martin. Double team, he'll roll that back. Good job by Brandt just over the timeline. 10 seconds to go in the game clock. Net empty for the Bears. Brandt, 7 seconds, gonna have to attack. Martin gets it over, and how about DeWitt Martin? So Martin to Martin, and it's in that far corner with 3.2 seconds to go. Some outstanding passing. Spencer Martin looking over to find DeWitt Martin. That's his first of the game, and boy, those late ones hurt. They help if you're the Bears. They hurt if you're the Snipers, as they haven't been able to get much of a run going here today. Off the draw, Hawkeye, and that'll do it. 3 quarters are in the books. 16-7 in favor of the Bears. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this. all locked and loaded as we get set for fourth quarter. Be interesting to see what head coach Darcy Palace, Vince Longboat, Nick Sky have in store here, what the talk was like between quarters. As you take a look at Clancy Almas and Ron Mouser Henry working their magic, they never seem to have a problem getting their guys to buy in, as certainly the same for Palace and Longboat on the Six Nations side. Dedication certainly there, but noticeably the numbers not there for the Bears. Missing a few guys due to other commitments, injuries. Just want to send a shout out to Lucas Beaver, of course. Had a season-ending knee injury, and boy, we miss you on the carpet, Beav, for sure. And off the face-off, it'll be possession to the Bears now. And you can bet they should be very deliberate here. You don't let up, but you want to work that clock. And working the interior passing, not able to connect now, and here come the snipers the other way. Keto Hill jumping in the rush. Shot taken, saved by Abrams. Rebound picked up, and it's Tyler Van Every. He'll slide it over. McLaughlin will fish it down, and it's Keto on the half boards, right side, looking for a screen. Kicks it back out. Longboat, that's his spot. Brett Longboat wide of the mark, and that's going to go over the timeline. Possession now to the Bears. Picked up quick, looking to lean in and take advantage, but thinking better of it and doing a good job at that was Sundown. And now they'll set things up on that right side half boards. Stepping into one is Spencer Martin. So Spencer Martin got the feet set nicely and let a cannon go. And it beat Jackson Longboat, his first of the game. And you can see that tough one for the snipers to swallow. That was from way outside, and you say, well, he should have had that, but goalies can't get everything. That's just a good overhand in a good location. 10-goal lead here for the Bears over the Snipers, and not quite sure anyone would have expected that. Henry does a good job bouncing off a couple defenders. Kick it out. Danton Miller working the spin, loses it, and Keto Hill now. He's going to work on two defenders, weaving inside out, leans into one. Had a man, lost it, may have gotten it back. DeWitt Martin battling in there. They knock it over, and Miracle can't come up with it, and it's Vanderzone. Vanderzone. As he rolls past Vernal, 66, good flip up. Whiteford was going to take advantage, thought better of it, and a good decision again. Time on the side of the Bears. Whiteford. Two-man game with Miller. Nothing doing on the screen and roll. 5 on a shot clock. Flip. Miller goes to the shovel right on. So Longboat had to be aware to make that save. Good outlet pass now. No numbers, though, for the Snipers in transition. Good defense by the Bears. Nolan Fair has been quiet for Six Nations here in this game. Van Every was looking, found nobody. Mason Hill pick him up, got to hurry, 2 on the shot clock, in tight, too much bounce, and that's going to be violation, possession to Ohsweken. Henry. They know when 66 is around, you better guard your wallet. Henry with an extra burst of speed, runs into 2. McLaughlin, Vern Hill, they have him pinned up on the boards, trying to swim, but there's no water. And he's just going to kill some time. 5 on the shot clock. Spencer Martin gets it out, and it's Whiteford. Down low, was looking for something, and whoa, Danton Miller. I don't even know what to say about that. Danton Miller playing the carom to perfection. Beat the shot clock and Jackson Longboat. And you can see here, just what quick hands, just the quick hands. And kept the foot out of the crease area. Dan Miller having himself a fine game. That's his 4th goal of this game. So these Bears have erupted for 18 goals here. Not bad considering 45 minutes before game time they had 9 runners. So no lack of effort by the Ohsweken Bears. And Chayton King lets it go. So Chayton King took Hannah Brandt's stick with him, sent a bullet that beat Goa Abrams. And a much needed marker, and I tell you, the Orange really need more from their leading scorer. Chayton King, 2nd of the game. He's got 28 goals in the season. $11:40 to go here, 4th quarter, off the draw. Henry wins the draw this time, beats Hamilton. Vanderzal will slide it over, kick it. Whiteford teed that one up. And a fresh clock as Longboat got a piece of that. Whiteford, Fox McKenzie on him. Kick it back out, Danton Miller looking for the shovel. He'll curl out, kick it back on the skip. Brandt, move it over, Whiteford. Vanderzalm spins off one. Vanderzalm has it knocked away. Good defense, under 10 on the shot clock. Vanderzalm, changing direction, kick back out. Brandt picks the corner. Oh, Hannah Brandt continuing to bulge the twine. 19-8 Bears. Brandt with his 3rd of the game, and this is just a well-placed shot. Good patience by Vanderzalm as he didn't force the issue, knew the shot clock was winding down, kicked it back out, and Brandt just let it rip. Off the draw, Allen will give way, and it's Brett Longboat. Brett Longboat need some offense from him and Miracle here. They may need a Joe Miracle, these snipers, if they're going to pull this one out. And that shot wide of the mark, and good job by Van Every. No reset, and now it's DeWitt Martin working with Spencer Martin. 2-on-2, and no hurry by the Bears as Bombury will settle things down. Out there with Whiteford, skip pass to Spencer. Spencer leaning in, spins off a defender, and tucks it in. So Longboat was cheating, and Spencer Martin made him pay for the 2nd time in this game. So a lot to ask from Dante Romano to handle Spencer Martin, who has a clear size advantage. And Martin saw Longboat getting the lean going, and that will send Longboat over to the bench for a rest, and Simon Bellamy will step back in. Bellamy, again making his 2nd appearance in this game, comes in with a goals against a 19.08. Don't be fooled, though. This is lacrosse. Goals against average under 10 is unbelievable. That's like batting 400 in Major League Baseball. And teams are getting that. Good job by Brand, who's had himself an outstanding game. He fishes that out, and he's on the run. No numbers, though, for the Bears. So Whiteford will pull it back out. We're under 10 minutes to go here, 4th quarter. Bears in control, leading by 12. Martin will kick it out. Dan Miller has been a handful. He's kept his game quiet. Whiteford had his stick taken out of his hand by Wittich. And now Ben Wittich will look to race over the timeline, and he does. And he'll dump it down in the corner. Stotts trying to bounce off a check. Does a good job to roll off, get it over to the right side. Kick back, Porga. Skip inside. Good save, Abrams. Stotts with the offensive rebound, had it momentarily, lost it. Still battling for it. Good job, Mason Hill, to get it out. Was looking for Chayton King. Not able to connect. And that pass will go errant, and it's Pedwell. Pedwell. And 1-on-2, Kyle Pedwell will curl out. And he'll tiptoe around, wait for some assistance. He'll find Whiteford. Bombury. Dump it down. Miller, quick shot, save by Bellamy. And a good outlet to McLaughlin. And a better stick check, though, from Whiteford. And he shifted it over to the bench area. And Fox McKenzie will move it up to Mason Hill. Miracle just creeping into the 8-minute mark here. Fourth quarter. Van Every. His bounce shot wide of the mark. That's going to go close to the timeline. He tracks it down. Does a good job. Gets it to Miracle. 7 on the shot clock. Brett Longboat steps back. That's wide of the mark. And that will go over the timeline. And it's a violation. Possession to the Bears. 7:44 to go. Miller took his eye off that, and a lob pass intercepted. Vanderzalm ducks in, has it taken away, gets it back. Working with Miller. Give and go. Gone and went. Delayed penalty coming to the Snipers. Whiteford now. Boy, you look at Whiteford, Miller, Hill, Martin, Vanderzalm. They have logged a lot of minutes on this carpet, and they still look strong. Vanderzalm spins off the post. So there's going to be a delayed penalty coming, and I'm not sure if Wayne Hill's going to pick up one himself for a late hit. But pretty sure the original penalty, so too many men on the floor for the Snipers. And then, of course, that late hit from Wayne Hill will cost him 2 minutes. And looks like we'll go 5 aside. Game like this, of course, brings out all the celebrities all dressed up, looking all good. And it's almost like the Academy Awards without the Academy Awards. So just looking for clarification with 7:10. That's going to take us to our final officials timeout. We'll be back after the short break. Welcome back as we get set to resume. Just want to remind everyone, thank our Belco Construction, Ohsweken Pharmacy, Culture Dispensary, Class 6 to Customs Auto Body, Bear Rod and Customs, Golf Depot, and my man, Hills Custom Coffins. Visit, but don't stay. Snipers now looking for a little momentum here. Final 7 minutes to go. Keto Hill sizes it up. That's wide of the mark on a quick release is Brandt. Brandt's going to pocket that if he can cleanly, and that'll be a violation over and back. Possession Ohsweken. And Brandt will hang on to it. So look for these Bears to try to work the shot clock down before they take one off. Miller on the screen and roll. Good stick check late by Jordan Mike. And Ohsweken with possession, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Whiteford gets a step. Peel over, Vanderzon. Good save there by Bellamy. Rebound, no. Tracked down by the Bears. Danton Miller almost turned it over. Whiteford manages to help out, and they regain possession. James Whiteford. Allen on him. 15 on the shot clock. Waiting for a screen. Gets one from Danton Miller, and Danton Miller knew right away when he set that screen right around McGregor Allen's neck that was going to cost him two. And fortunately, no damage done. No animals were hurt in this one, and Danton Miller will find himself in the penalty box. Fifth power play opportunity of the game for the Snipers. They're 2 for 4, but they have been few and far between, and that's been the problem. Mason Hill at the top, Chayton King, Keto Hill on that right side, Miracle and Porga on the right. That shot will try to track it down. Doing a good job was Mason Hill. 10 on the shot clock. Porga's shot right on. So Goa Abrams has been a wall, and I'm looking here and I see Marquez Stonefish between the pipes. So Abram done for the evening I should say, and a heck of a good job keeping it to single digits. That shot stopped by Pedwell, and Romano now looking to race out of it. We'll get it to Vern Hill. 66 been quiet since the first half. They need a little something here. 5 minutes to go. Keto working that right side. He'll take Porga. Skip. Keto shot on the mark, but Stonefish, good job sliding over. Longboat. Again, Keto Hill in the middle. Had it knocked away. Tracks it down. Tried to get it to one of his teammates, but instead it's Vanderzon. He'll loft it up, looking for Pedwell. Pedwell, what a save, and no goal. So a good job there by Simon Bellamy to make the save. Wittich now, the other way, 4.5. Longboat looking for Vern Hill, but couldn't get that pass through. Knocked down by Henry. And Vern Hill, wallet taken. No numbers though, 66. Miracle out of the back door, looking for the trailer. He'll get it. Good job by Porga to play it on the short hop. Just 8 seconds left in the penalty. And Chayton King, kick out. Porga has room. Porga's shot goes off a stick. Mason Hill, turn, fire, on target. Stonefish stoned him. And Miracle now with a fresh clock. That shot off the post by Chayton King. Ball loose. And it's picked up by the Bears. And DeWitt Martin does a good job, but he's going to have to hurry. Henry got to zip it, and he runs out of time. So that'll be an 8-second violation. If you don't know, you have 8 seconds to get it to the center line and into the offensive end. If not, it's a turnover, and that's the case there. Porga's bounce shot stopped. And wide open now is Whiteford. He's going to go in all alone. Whiteford off the crossbar. Rebound the other way, and it's Mike. Quick pass. Keto Hill looking for Miracle. His shot stopped by Stonefish. Ball kicked around. Miracle's going to come away with it. No look pass. Longboat on target. Save Stonefish. Marquez Stonefish doing the job between the pipes here in the fourth. Whiteford. And that's going to be a timeout called by Ron Mouser Henry and the Bears with 2:50 to go. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back with the rest of the fourth. Back here at the ILA, 2:50 to go. Lance Wynn alongside JVI Productions. Glad you've tuned in on this St. Paddy's Friday night as the Ohsweken Bears have put on a clinic here. And an offensive display. Again, this team is one of those teams that tough to judge. They've had to juggle around different rosters every week, but they've been competitive in every game. And Danton Miller, one of the reasons why. As the Snipers now will look. Vern Hill try to run under this one. Vern Hill. Stop by Stonefish. So Marquez Stonefish feeling it. And Wayne Hill will pull it out, and he will just wait. Him and Bombury will work some clock here. We inch toward the 2-minute warning. Good crowd on hand here watching these two teams, and these Bears, after getting beat by the Snipers before, looking for some redemption here, and that was a sweet take and a better finish. As the Bears now, and I'll say it's all but sealed, but Hannah Brandt, he has been more than a handful for these Snipers. That's his 4th of the game. So Kyle Pedwell, Danton Miller, Hannah Brandt have 4 apiece for the Bears. Vanderzalm's chipped in with 3. So they have gotten a good collective offensive effort, as Vanderzalm has been good, as has Whiteford. I'd like to see the assist total for Whiteford because he has been doing the UNICEF feeding the world. And the Bears now will keep it on the outside. 1.5 to go. Miller goes to the bounce on target. And the outlet to McLaughlin. Mike McLaughlin. These two teams back in action in a Sunday doubleheader. It'll be the River Wolves taking on these Bears. And that'll be a good matchup. And Whitby against Six Nations. Always a tough one. Whitby, of course, an outstanding squad this year. These Snipers will have to regroup as we're into the final minute and erase the whiteboard for Sunday, come back with a new game plan. As these Ohsweken Bears came out of the block, they led from the opening faceoff, never relinquished the lead, and never stopped, never took their pedal off the metal. 40 seconds left, and again, if you're the coach, just don't want any injuries. Snipers keep going as Miracle finds the back of the net. Miracle's 2nd of the game, and this is what he can do. And I think momentum-wise, the Bears just came roaring out of the gate and didn't give the Snipers a chance. Six Nations weren't able to put together back-to-back goals in this game. They were trailing from less than a minute in and have never led. So McLaughlin with final 24 seconds here. So just a reminder, Oshawa Peterborough tomorrow afternoon. Big one tomorrow night. First place Toronto Monarchs will host second place Brampton Express. Then 2 here. Paris, Ohsweken, Whitby, Six Nations. And that final shot will do it as the Ohsweken Bears explode for 21 goals and they come away with a win. They will up their record now to 3-9. The Snipers with the loss, they will fall to 6-6. So again, this was a makeup for the snowstorm. That will do it for us here at the ILA. Happy St. Patrick's Day to you. On behalf of JVI Productions, I'm Lance Wynn. Remember, the Arena Lacrosse League, every child matters. We'll see you tomorrow. The Arena Lacrosse League.